Christina, I agree. Firstly, I agree with your comments and the comments of Paul Davies about the appointment of Sir Gary Higginbottom. In fact, the Welsh Tribunal Service has been very lucky in both as president to be able to have such impressive individuals as president of the Welsh Tribunal system. Now, the Welsh Tribunals is an anomaly of the devolution, a real anomaly of the current settlement, and really shows how jagged our jagged edge is. The Welsh Tribunals they were not planned, but developed gradually over the years. All of them, except the Welsh Language Tribunal, predate devolution. Now, that ad hoc development has created many issues, but these issues can be resolved through the proposed reforms. Now, the publication of the report happened in May 2024. I'm just wondering, why are we debating the report now, some 10 months later? The next report will be due soon, and as you said in your statement, we've moved on quite a bit since that report. So I just wanted to know why we've waited so long to debate this report, because my concern is that this mirrors the slow progress with the reform of the Welsh tribunals, and that the Welsh tribunals can be forgotten. The Law Commission's proposals for reform were first made in December 2020. It has been discussed throughout this Senedd term, yet, as Adam Price said very powerfully, we are still waiting for a timetable for this legislation. And you've heard me asking you on a number of occasions for that timetable. The lack of timetable must create real uncertainty amongst the Welsh tribunals. And if it doesn't happen before the 2026 election, there is no guarantee that it will happen at all. I think it's quite something how strongly in favour the president of the Welsh tribunals was for reform in his report, and that cannot be ignored. Mae'r defnydd o'r Gymraeg o hyd yn isel, does dim byd newydd yn hyn. O'n i'n gyfarwydd yn gweld hyn yn gyson fel bargyfreithiwr yn Abertawe. I remember once one farmer in court decided to give his evidence in English, and given his evidence about 100.5 sheep. He was going on about 100.5 sheep. Of course, he was translating a cant a hanner, 150 literally, from Welsh. Felly mae hwn yn broblem sy'n stwbwn problem. Mae lot o bobl wedi ceisio ymrafel fel y broblem sy'n dal yma nawr. Mae'n anhygoel, mae dim ond 13 achosion y tribunlysoedd ble o na ddefnydd y Gymraeg. Enghraifft, dwi'n ymwybodol o gwbl Cymraeg iaith gyntaf, a roddodd tystiolaeth mewn tribunlys chydig o fisoedd yn ôl, a mae rhain yn gweithio trwy'r iaith Gymraeg, ond penderfynon nhw rhoi achos trwy'r Saesneg, oherwydd nhw'n meddwl bydd y cael cyfieithydd yn creu gormod o trafferth. Nawr, dwi'n falch i weld bod cynnydd o'r defnydd yn un o flaenoriaethau llywydd y tribunlysoedd. Ydych chi'n gwybod sut mae'r gwaith yma wedi datblygu, ac ydych chi'n ymwybodol yn rhyw gynnydd sydd wedi bod ers gyhoeddi'r adroddiad blynyddol yn y defnydd o'r Gymraeg? Mater arall sydd heb newid chwaith mewn gwirionedd ar hyd y blynyddoedd yw nifer achosion. Heblaw am tribunlys iechyd meddwl, bach iawn yw defnydd y tribunlysoedd. Nawr, mae ffigurau tribunlys yr iaith Gymraeg, yr unig tribunlys gath ei sefydlu gan y Senedd hon, yn hynod isel. Dim ond 6 achos ers 2021 a 2022. Nawr, oes unrhyw ystyriaeth gan Lywodraeth Cymru ar sut mae modd ddefnyddio mwy o'r tribunlysoedd yma, enghraifft, eu cynnwys nhw yn neddfau y Senedd fel y lleoliad i ddatrys problemau yn ei ddatrys unrhyw nghydfod yn hytrach na ddefnyddio llysoedd sirol neu llysoedd droseddol, sydd yn aml iawn wedi bod yn lot fwy trud i unigolion ac i sefydliadau. Another concern that others have raised is the training and that the Judicial College and offering training for the Welsh Tribunals. Training is crucial for any judicial member, and I, like Paul Davies has already asked, would be keen to know, are we any further forward in regards to the Judicial College offering training for tribunal members? Now, I'm very pleased to hear your comments on pay. Not to have pay parity was bound to impact recruitment and retention. It was bound to impact on how serious the Welsh Tribunal Service would be considered. By offering lower pay, the inference would certainly be made by many that somehow the Welsh Tribunal Service is somehow inferior to reserved court and tribunal service. A strong argument for the devolution of justice is that we can show that we are supporting what is already devolved well, that we are running it better than reserved areas of the justice system. But by not having proper training available, by having to argue for parity of pay, by still waiting for a timetable for reform to be enacted, this cannot currently, cyfredinol, be said about the Welsh Tribunal Service. Diolch yn fawr.